Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to be looking at a wig from Godiva's Secret. It's her most popular wig ever. Her name is Freedom, so stay tuned. Hi everyone, I'm Coco and this is Coco's Hair Solutions. Today we're going to look at another Godiva's Secret wig. Her name is Freedom, and this is what she looks like from their catalog and their online store where you can find her, as well as through other consultants in your local area, Godiva Secret consultants. Okay, if you're not familiar with Godiva Secret wigs, they come shipped to you in a Ziploc bag. There is no netting around them. They're kept in place by turning inside out and in a plastic bag. And in my experience, they've shipped very well in that regard. You take them out of the bag, they have their retail tag on them that has the barcode, the name, the color, and the price. And you can go ahead and inspect them on the cap and then turn them inside out and get them ready to be worn. So let's begin by looking at the cap construction for this wig. As you can tell, she is a basic cap construction. She has closed wefting, closed lace on the whole top and crown. She has a 1/2 inch velveteen band across the front of the hairline. She has closed ear tabs with metal stays on both sides. She has an extended nape. It's also closed as well. And then we have the little bra adjusters that have where you can make it tighter or looser. And they have these little straps like your bra strap where you have to pull on the buckle and pull that tighter, and that will cinch up the sizing on your wig cap. Okay, now for me, I need to have it a little bit larger. Alrighty, so that is the cap construction. It looks like she's got quite a good number of rows of wefts all the way across, so that will give us really good coverage of this area in the back of the wig. So let's take her and activate the permatease on the very top of this wig. So that goes from the front to the top and the crown, where most all the permatease is. There is no real permatease on any of the sides, but we want to brush those briefly just to get them loosened up from having been shipped. All right, and then we'll shake her real good before we go ahead and put her on. Now this color that I've ordered is called Frosty Blonde. And what it is, it's a cool highlighted blonde on a light brown base. It's not considered a rooted color, but it does give the appearance of having a little bit darker root, and that's what I kind of like about her. Let's talk about the dimensions. Now, Godiva's Secret Wigs lists their dimensions not as much detail as what I have shown in my other videos. She designates that the front is 5.5 inches. So I'm guessing that's the front part where the bangs are. I think is what they call them, the bangs. Okay. She does the crown at 5 inches, but nothing for the top or the sides. So I'm guessing that those are all maybe about 5 inches. They do appear to be long. The nape is 3.5 inches. So we do get quite a bit of coverage along the neck. It's a little bit longer, and it's 2.5 ounces. Comes in an average size and a large size as well. So if you have size issues between a large and an average, then you have a choice. Now in the average, she is available in 20 unrooted colors and 20 additional rooted colors. So there are a lot of choices for this young lady here. And as you can tell from the picture of her, she's kind of a Bixie, a little bit of kind of like a Bixie. So we could probably do a number of things with her, okay? Alrighty, Frosty Blonde, here we come. All right, before I take this off, this is another Godiva Secret wig. It is Diana in the color Marble Brown, and I did a review on her. So you can look for that in my library, okay? Great. So let's go ahead and put on Freedom. Okay, here she is. Wow, she's got lots of volume right now, doesn't she? Okay, well, let's play with her, all right? We're gonna let her, well, let's see. Just shake and go as it is. You know, if you like your hair kind of messy and a little bit wild, this would be fine, wouldn't it? Oh, and look at that color. That's a very nice, cool, highlighted color. It'd be great for me for summertime. Let me just do a spin real quick with her like this. In fact, I'm going to adjust my camera so we get a little bit more of what she's looking like, okay? All right, so we've got the sides, a little bit of a flippy and razor cut in the back, good length. I have to say that this cap feels wonderful. Just an average cap. Okay. Got some razor cuts around my ears over here. I can still see my earrings. Alrighty. So now let's take a look. She automatically wanted to part on my left. I've got good coverage around my ears and my hairline, so that's really good. All right. I could leave her out. Have her be parted here. I can play up the permatease in the back, or let's see, I could probably pat her down. Yep, I can pat her down, make her a little more subdued, less dressy, you know, a little more casual. I can keep this little flip, obviously, that's kind of cute, or I can coax it to where it hugs my neck, kind of like a bob would. So how's that look? A little bit more under rather than a flip. We can tame down all the razor cut here if you want. So this young lady has quite a bit of versatility. I find that with a lot of these wigs that have longer tops and are tapered to that short bob length, that they have this kind of flexibility. All right, so this is great. And even though this is not a lace front, the way the bangs are, I kind of have them lifted a little bit, and I could wear them just like this, couldn't I? All right, bringing that razor cut forward, put that behind my ears, put her, all right, so that's kind of cute. We could also, of course, with this, I could see wearing a headband. That's cute. That is cute. This is a great little hairstyle, and it's different than I thought it would be. I thought it would be different. Okay, so now the bangs, we could bring them straight down and maybe trim them. You might have to trim them based on your anatomy and how close you like wearing your wig cap on your forehead. But we could certainly mix it up and have a little bit more bang. Let's see if we can go up and back, right? I always find that it can be held better if there's a little bit more of a swoop, that the hair goes from one place to the other. Well, this is I kind of like this. Isn't this cute? How do you like the highlights in this? Okay, now these Godiva Secret wigs does not use numbers to describe their colors. They use names. So this is Frosty Blonde. I have it in a Harvest Gold as well, which is a whole lot warmer. In fact, I'll be glad to put it on at the end of this, just so you can see what that Harvest Gold looks like. They also have Irish Spice, they've got Iced Mocha, they've got Cappuccino, and they've got all kinds of names. And if you're familiar with the Noriko brand of wigs, you'll find that they have the exact same names. The other thing is that these fibers are wonderful. They feel so nice. And I have had a couple of Godiva Secret, well, more than a couple Godiva Secret wigs for at least 2 years, if not longer. And they have lasted and responded well to the products, to the hairspray that I use, the cleaning products, the conditioning products. They have responded very well. The fibers have remained very, very nice over a longer period of time, much longer than some of the other brands that you've seen me review. When they last longer, you get your money's worth. And these are a little bit more expensive than other brands. And so if you're ready to step up to another level, you might want to consider Godiva Secret wigs. They are very nice wigs. Okay, so turn this around. Let's take a look at what she looks like. Let's see, I did forward. Let me come forward all the way. And then we get that other kind of a bowl pixie. And then, of course, you can always trim the bangs, make that a little bit more what you like to see yourself in. Okay. And let's see. That's that. Okay, what about a full side swept bang? Okay, let's get a full side sweep. Full across there. Ooh, that's kind of cute. That's very cute. Okay, outside, off over the ear. You can see how my ears stick out. They make the wig stick out on the sides, and it's not quite as obvious when I tuck it behind my ears. So anyway, that's one of my things I got to deal with, you know, besides my very, very strong square jaw. But anyway, oh, that is really fun. Okay, so let's play with her and some water. Well, here, just even fluffing up the back. Keeping everything in the front the same, but fluffing it up in the back adds another kind of a variable look, a little bit of fun, you know, and it also, I mean, I could see where having it all down during the daytime, or if you're at work, and if you're going to meet somebody for dinner, how about just fluffing it up in the back afterwards, at the end of the day? You know, just fluffing that up and then going out, and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't do hardly anything and my hair looks great. And it looks a little more appropriate, like at nighttime. Okay, let's try some water. So I gotta tell you, this mister that I bought at Kmart, I know they sell them at Sally Beauty Supply and a lot of other places. It is just the best because I don't crank on my fingers all the time. All right, so look at this. It makes the pieces stand out a whole lot more, and it makes the color up here just slightly different. So we get a little bit more variance between the highlights and the lowlights, just by virtue of the fact that we're lifting all the hair pieces and showing the underneath color. So how's that look? That's pretty nice, isn't it? And of course, keep those sideburns and the razor cuts around the front of the face. So here again, flippy or not. It's up to you. It's up to you. I think I'm gonna go flippy right now. But isn't this fun? This is a really cute little hairstyle. All right, now let me go ahead and try that Harvest Gold on. I've got it right here. Let me hold it up. I want to get the permatease all activated and loosened up from sitting in that bag. And you can tell it's quite a bit warmer, it's darker, and it's got more gold in it, just by virtue of the fact that we can just put them right next to each other like this. Let me see, can you see that? There, how's that? You can see the obvious difference. This is going to be cool. This is Frosty Blonde. And this is going to be warm. That is Harvest Gold. But it has a lot of the same features. Again, no rooting. It's not rooted, but it does look like it because of the highlights, the massive amount of highlights. So let me go ahead and change. So again, she'll have the same cap construction. Everything's exactly the same. extended nape, closed ear tabs, lace, closed lace on the top with the permatease. And so, obviously darker, a little more golden, basically the same hairstyle, exactly the same. We can flip that up here like this, or we can tame it down. Let me do a full swing. I'm gonna swing for you here from the rafters. I'll do a spin for you. Swing and spin. Anyway, but she is kind of cute, isn't she? She's really, really cute. No wonder she's one of their best sellers, or she is the best seller. Here again, if I go ahead and let me get one side damp and wet and lifted, and we can compare sides. Let's see. So I can already see the darkness being accentuated over here. Okay. And I think she's one of these hairstyles that looks really good when she's messy. And of course, when you don't have perfectly combed hair, it looks less like a helmet and it looks more like your natural hair. So this side is pieced up with water, and you can see the highlights and you can see the underlying lowlights. Let me pull that forward. And then in the back, the same. This side is not pieced. It's not got any dampness. It's all laying a little bit on the flat side. It doesn't have quite the same amount of dimension that you have on the side that's damp and been spiked out. So it looks more solidly gold, but you can still see the lowlights in it, can't you? I mean, there's lowlights all the way through here. You can really see that. But adding water is such a nice way to spice up your wig wearing, okay? And so, solid across the front on the bangs, or whether they're see-through or not. There's a lot of different things that you can do with these. And of course, having little barrettes that you can actually bring back here. Now this is, I was gonna use a bigger one, but I think I'll use a small one. There. That's a little different, isn't it? You know, you can put them up here, you can put them in the part. Here's a great headband to use on this kind of hairstyle because we've got the extra length. Let me see, did I take that out? Yeah, I did. All right, so let's go ahead and just place this just right back. And I'm going to kind of put that underneath the hair in the back. Now you can put it on top of the flip, or you could put it underneath, whatever happens to suit your particular needs. I'm going to put that in the middle and, you know, try your best to cover it up. Let's see. Well, that looks kind of cute. With the hair out in the front, covering your hairline. This one's dry, and of course, once this other side would dry, it would be easier to manage right here at this point. But it looks really cute, doesn't it? Okay, and there's kind of underneath. We could make sure and leave part of this little flippiness out in the back and put that on top. We can slide the headband around so that the bow part, or this part that we overlapped, is up here, and it gives us a tiny look of a little bow. And that would be fun, wouldn't it? And then of course my blingy, oh, my blingy headbands, wouldn't those be cute? I mean, you could just do all kinds of fun things with this hairstyle. So, how do you like her? This is Freedom. Freedom by Godiva Secret. I think she's a keeper too. She's really pretty. And I love these colors, these highlighted colors, but there are so many other colors that she comes in. Can you imagine 40 total different kinds of colors, and half of them are rooted. So there's lots and lots of choices. Well, that is going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's something new. and we will continue with exploring the world of wigs on Coco's Hair Solutions. Thank you for joining me. See you next time. Bye-bye.